Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samabhrabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karashyami Siddhir me sada Gurave sarvalokanam Vishaje bhavaroginam Nidhaye sarvavidyanam Dakshinamurtaye namaha Ishvaro gururatmeti Murti bheda vibhagine Vyomavatyaptadehaya Dakshinamurtaye namaha Shrutismritipurananam Alayam karunalayam Namami bhagavatpadam Shankaram lokashankaram Sadashivasamārambhām Shankarācārya-madhyamām Asmadācārya-paryantām Vande Guru-paraṁparām Sākṣāt kritam dayanandam Paramārtasvarupinam Tattvajnāna-prashāstaram Pranatosmi param padam. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvidhavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaita Mritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvāmanusandhadhāmi Bhagavad-gīte bhavadveshini Mūkam karoti vācālam Pangum langhayate girim Yatkrupātamaham vande Paramananda-madhavam Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam Devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudirayet. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Atha dashamodhyayaha.
Atha dashamodhyayaha.
Shloka number 15. Arjuna uvacha
Arjuna uvacha
Swayamevatmanatmanam Vethatvam Purushottama.
Swayamevatmanatmanam Vethatvam Purushottama.
Bhuta bhavana bhutesha Devadeva Jagatpate.
Bhuta bhavana bhutesha Deva Deva Jagatpate.
त्वमर्हस्य शेषेण दिव्या ह्यात्मविभूतयः
वक्तुं हर्हस्य शेषेण दिव्या ह्यात्मविभूतयः
याभिर्विभूतिभिर्लोकान् इमांस्त्वं व्याप्य तिष्ठसि
याभिर्विभूतिभिर्लोकान् इमांस्त्वं व्याप्य तिष्ठसि
कथं विद्यामहं योगिन् त्वां सदा परिचिन्तयन्
कथं विद्यामहं योगिन् त्वां सदा परिचिन्तयन्
केषु केषु च भावेषु चिन्त्योऽसि भगवन्मया
केषु केषु च भावेषु चिन्तयोऽसि भगवन्मया
चिन्त्योऽसि. Up to this we saw 17th shloka. Arjuna Uvacha, having listened to the words of the Lord, then from here, Param Brahma Parandhama, Arjuna wants to know more of the glories of the Lord. So, therefore, he says, Param Brahma Parandhama iti, and he says, Swayameva Atmanatmanam. He describes the glories of the Lord. And he's having said before, the Vibhuti. The Vibhuti of the Lord can be described only by the Lord. How much ever the devotee describes, that cannot become the entire description because he is indescribable. Only Bhagavan knows himself. Therefore, Arjuna is going to ask the Lord, you please tell me your glories. Because Swayam Eva Atmanatmanam Etta. You yourself, because you yourself know about your glory. With your mind, Swayam Eva Atmanatmanam. Ishvara's glory can be known only to Ishvara through Ishvara Buddhi. To understand Ishvara Vibhuti, Yoga and Vibhuti, one requires Ishvara Buddhi. Jiva cannot have Ishvara Buddhi. Because Ishvara Antakaranam is Samashti. It is not like Manushya Buddhi. It's not like human Buddhi. Human Buddhi is limited. It can think only one thing at a time, one thing at a time. One knowledge only is available. That too, if it is not forgotten. Otherwise, that the struggle also is that to bring out that jnanam from the memory, the knowledge from the memory. But Bhagavan's knowledge is not like that. All the knowledge are available all the time. That's why it's Bhagavan. Therefore, Bhagavan only can, through his buddhi, can know understand the glory of himself. No one can really understand. People can praise, devotees can praise. That will be only a praising of the partial of the Lord. E bhuta bhavana, e bhutesha, e deva deva jagatpate iti. He addresses in so many words the Lord. And he says, Asheshena vaktum tvameva hargasi. What? Divyaha atma vibhutayaha. You alone are capable. You alone are capable of vaktum, capable of telling your glories. Your glories are divine. Your glories and the divine, divyaha, extraordinary, not or lokika, divyaha. You, because yabihi vibhuti, by your vibhuti, the glories, iman lokan iman, yapya, lokan bhagavachanam. So iman lokan, all these are vyapya, pervading this loka, your glory, vyapya tishtati. So all the glories, They are spread around all the worlds. Vyapya tishtasi bhavan tishtati. So all the glories. Iman lokan vyapya tishtasi bhavan. So your glory pervades the entire loka. Adho lokaha va bhuvu bhuvaha iti upari sapta lokaha va. In all the 14 lokas, your glory, His glory is well known. So you mind known, your glory pervading the entire the lokas. Therefore, you alone are eligible to talk with thee. Then further he says, Katam vidyam aham vidyam. How do I know what a yogi, yogin, tvam sada parichintayan. Sada parichintayan. So here you can see the Arjuna is asking for the alambanam for dhyana. He wants to know the glories. Why? Because he can choose an alambanam for dhyana. Therefore, by constantly thinking of that, by constantly parichintayan, paritaha chintanam. Therefore, it is parichintayan, meditation. So if Bhagavan himself talks about his glory, then we can take that as its alambanam for meditation. So therefore sada parichintayan, always contemplating on your glory, on your form. How do I know you? How do I know? How can I know your glory? Always contemplating on you. So meditating upon Ishvara is meditating upon Ishvara is meditating on the glories. Because Ishvara and Ishvara Vibhuti are not separate. Therefore, how do I know the glory of you? Keshu 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 Cha Bhaveshu Chintyosi Bhagavan He Bhagavan Maya. What are the objects? Bhaveshu. What are the objects that are to be meditated upon? Because there are so many things are there. Therefore, Katam Tvam Vidya and Keshu Cha Bhaveshu Chintyaha Asi. And what are the objects on which you are to be meditated upon? Because there are so many things. So for which will be the right object of meditation so that I can connect with you, your glory. So that becomes the Ishvara Chintana, Dhyanam. So that is in fact that is what Arjuna is asking. So in which form you specially manifest so that I can meditate on you. You become the object of meditation of me. We meditate on a thing. We meditate on a thing where there is more manifestation of or appreciation of Ishvara Vibhuti. That is why we have forms. Why do we have forms of the gods and goddesses? And we attribute with powers, etc. Ishvara Vibhuti. That becomes the form which is acceptable, which is which mind mind naturally gets attracted with. So through that it is connected to the Lord. All pervading Lord is not that the form alone. It's more than that. But mind can get connected to the Ishvara through that form. So which could be the right object of meditation? Keshu Keshu Bhaveshu. Chintyaha, Bhavan, Chintyaha Asi. You ought to be meditated. Hey Bhagavan, Maya by me. Iti Arjuna, up to this, we saw Arjuna asked, but not yet over. Another shloka he said. Therefore, further he says. After that, Bhagavan says. So, starting from Param Brahma Parandama, it's Arjuna Uvacha. Now, the next shloka number 18. 18 shloka, let us read. Vistarenatmano yogam vibhutim cha janardana.
विस्तरेणात्मनो योगं विभूतिं च जनार्दन
भूय कथय तृप्तिर्हि शृण्वतो नास्ति मे मृतम्
भूयः कथय
भूयः
तृप्तिर्हि
शृण्वन्तो
शृण्वतो नास्ति मे मृतम्
नास्त्यमृतम्।
हे जनार्दन संबोधना जन is rakshasa jana ardana janan ardayati can take that meaning so janardana or jananam papa that he is the destroyer of the the papa of the jana ardayati ardana means destruction. Destroying. What does he do? Dushta jana, you can take dushta jana, that is also possible. Dushta jana, jana mardana. Ardana, mardana is the destroyer of dushta jana. Therefore, jana is a demon. Another Vyutpatti also we saw. That is, he destroys the papa, the duritas of the jananam. Or jananam narakadi bayat. The asuranam deva pratipaksha bhutanam jananam narakadi gamagitratvat janardana. When Bhashakara says, in fact, in the Bhashya, the janardana, it gives the meaning. The janardana asuranam deva pratipaksha bhutanam jananam. So taking the meaning of the word jana to be asura. So they are opposite to deva. Deva pratipaksha. Deva pratipaksha bhutanam teke asuras. Asuranam jananam. He sent them to Naraka. Therefore he is called Janardana. Iti. Iti Bhashyakara in the Bhashyam he says Janardana. So in Janardana, therefore Jana is Asura, Ardayati, Marayati, Ardayati, Mardayati iti. E Janardana. Vistarena, Tritiya, Vistarena, elaborate. Atmanaha yogam vibhutim cha bhuyaha kataya. Bhuyaha again. Is a bhuyas we saw. Swaradi nipatam aviyam bhuyas janaviya. Bhuyaha kataya. He amritam shunmataha me triptihi nasti. Mama triptihi nasti. O Lord, E Janardana, Atmanaha yogam. Atmanaha yogam vibhutim cha. Atmanaha is reflexive. Swasya ityartaha. Atmanaha yogam. Atmanaha yogam, this Aishwaryam, Atishaya Aishwaryam, tata vibhutim. Vibhutim we saw. What is bhuti? Bhavati iti bhutihi vaibhavam. Ishwarasya vaibhava. Vividam bhavati iti vibhutihi. Bhavanam vibhutihi. Bhutihi, bhu plus tin prataya bhave. Bhu plus lut, bhavanam. Bhagavan alone has become this everything. So vi upasarga, vi bhuti, vividha bhavanam, vividha bhutihi. Therefore vaibhava, we say vaibhava. Ishvara vaibhava, we say. Vaibhava is tadita word. All these things you can appreciate, you can connect. Little Sanskritam you can understand. Vibhuti, bhavanam, vaibhava, ishwarasya, vaibhava, the glory, vibhuti. Therefore we say translate glory. Ishwarasya, vibhuti means glory. So yogam cha vibhutim cha. So therefore vistarena vibhutim yogam cha. In fact, before he said etam vibhutim yogam cha mayo veti tattvataha iti. In the seventh shloka Bhagavan has said before. Etam vibhutim yogam cha. Mama yaha veti tattvataha. That those who knows the power of me, the power, the Shakti and the manifestation of me. And Bhagavan, here Arjuna says, the same thing Arjuna says. So, Atmanaha yogam vibhutim cha vistarena, elaborately. So, elaborately, bhuyaha again. Why bhuyaha? Because Bhagavan has said before, the ninth chapter also, Bhagavan has said before, Rasogamapsu Kaunteya Parvasmi Shashisuryayoho Aham Krataraham Yajnaha Ityadi Shlokehi Bhagavata Purvam Uktam. What? Vibhuti. Therefore, only Arjuna here is asking Bhuyaha again, because Bhagavan has already told, but not in detail, he has hinted. Now here is asking Vistarena. यद्यपि सप्तम अध्याये अपि नवम अध्याये अपि संक्षेपेण भवता उक्तम् अस्ति तथापि अत्र विस्तारेण अशेषेण elaborately, completely, because you told them before in 7th chapter also. 7th chapter is just two shloka. In the 9th chapter, maybe 3-4 shlokas. But here it's going now. Arjuna is asking here. You tell me elaborately. Vistarena. Vistarena. Bhuyaha punaha kataya. Bhuyaha punaha. Again. Punaha when he says, therefore he must have, Bhagavan Buddha must have told before. And Arjuna is not contented with that once more. Therefore he is asking. Because this Bhavataha Vakyamritam, Amritam. Amritam is the nectar. You are listening to the glories, that your glories, listening to the glories are the Amritam. So listening to that, Nama Triptihi na bhavati. I am not satisfied. So your glories are the Amrita. What is Amrita? Amrita. See, generally we give some upamana that we know. Chandramukhi means Chandram iva mukam yasya. Yasya saha. Chandraha iva mukam yasyaha or yasyasaha, yasyaha saha, whatever it is. Chandramukhi. Because Chandra is known. And Amrita means we have never tasted Amritam. Amritam, if you take Amritam, if you drink Amrita, you will become immortal. But Amrita is commonly used. Even though we have not experienced Amrita, we have not tasted. It is not Drishtanta, it is Shrutanta. In fact, we say Drishtanta is Drishtaha, Antaha. That is what you see, that you take it as a comparison. But nectar is not seen, it is Shruta only. Putra Shastre. Shastre eva Shrutam. Puraneshu Shrutam. The fight between Asuras and Asuraha. Samudra Matanam, etc., then Amritam comes. It is Shrutam eva. Therefore, it is Shrutanta. Datu Drishtanta. Therefore, here is Arjuna uses the Shrutanta. Datu Drishtanta. So your words are like nectar. So therefore, listening to the words of the Lord, listening to the words of the Lord is listening to the words of the Shastra. So how much ever I listen to the Shastram, your words, Mama Tripti Nasti, I am not satisfied. Because Amrita gives what? Amritatvam Ananda. It gives so much Ananda, so much happiness. I am not satisfied. The more I drink, the more I feel like having it. So therefore I'm keen to listen to your glories. Therefore, Bhuyaha, Shunvataha, Shunvataha is a Shatranta. That is, Shunvataha, the listener, I who listens to you, for me, the Tripti has not happened. The Brahma Tripti, Nasti. Ishvara, who is in the form of the Virat, all are the manifestation, and therefore in each there is something special, a unique thing. So through which the Bhagavan manifests, and the Bhagavan can be appreciated through that. It's a glory. Therefore, it's Upasana. In fact, it is Upasana, Virat Upasana. Ishvara manifesting the form of the Stula, Prapancha, Virat. It's called Virat. Therefore, this entire Jagat is Virat. So Virat Upasana. The Virat Upasana as alambanam taken for Nirguna Brahma Jnana. So Upasana Saguna Brahma. Saguna Brahma Jnana Nirguna Brahma Jnana. That is this step-by-step progress. Because Nirgunam means Jnanam only. It is difficult, there is no contemplation, there is no upasana. When we say Nirgunam, Gunaragitam, it is Jnanam. Sagunam, there Jnanam, contemplation, upasana. And therefore, here the Arjuna is asking alambanam for upasana. So many forms are there. Therefore, listening to the various the forms and the vibhutis, the manifestations of the Lord. So Arjuna is immersed in the manifestation of Ishvara. That is, his mind is tuned to the Saguna Brahma. Therefore, he's asking for more. And his reverence, his bhakti for the Lord it has grown. Therefore, he's asking elaborately to present his Ishvara glory. Because no one can tell who can present the Ishvara glory, the glories of Ishvara other than Ishvara himself. Like Nachiketa asked, how can I get a teacher? Where will I get a teacher? Better teacher other than you. Because you yourself knows, you are the person who is Antaka, destroyed. It takes away the life, the life of Jiva at the time of Maranam. Therefore, who else would be better to explain what happened to the Jiva after death? Similarly here also, Arjuna is asking. So Vistaranaya vadatu iti. So Vistarena पूर्वं संक्षेपेण उक्तः इदानीं विस्तरेण पुनः कथय श्रावय मां श्रावय please कथय please tell me so that what happens amritam shunbatah amritam shunbatah श्रोत्राभ्याम amritam pibatah mama triptihi is alam buddhihi nasti mama shravana icha na nivartate. My desire to listen to your glory, na nivartate, it is doesn't stop, but it is asking for more. Therefore, he says, this Janardana, I found interesting. The same thing, not interesting. Janardana from the Bhashyaman. Dushta Janan Ardayati Narakam Gamayati iti. The Bhashyakara, he adds one more thing, Abhyudaya Nishrayasa. That is, Abhyudaya Nishrayasa. Abhyudaya is material prosperity, Nishrayasa is moksha. So, Abhyudaya Nishrayasa. This is from the Bhashya. It's interesting. Abhyudaya Nishrayasa Purushartha Prayojanam Sarvaihi Janaihi Yachyate Itiva. I missed this before. That's why I'm saying. Sarvaihi Janaihi Yachyate. By all people asked. What is asked? Abhyudaya Nishrayasa. Abhyudaya material prosperity. Nishrayasa moksha. The person from whom all people ask for Dharmartha Kama as well as moksha. He is called Janardana. It's a beautiful Vyutpatti. Janan Ardayati, Dushta Janan Ardayati, Narakam Gamayati, Yapayati, Janardana. That is one way of interpreting the Janardana, Sambodhana, the word. In fact, that also, Dushta Janan Ardayati, Narakam Yapati means it disciplines the people. For the mistakes they have committed, they have to undergo the karma pala. And by that, the person is that is idea behind punishment. Punishment is to correct the people, not to destroy the people. That is what the punishment should be. Any punishment is to correct the people. So even Narakaloka Prapti, the person has committed papam, send him to Narakaloka. The punishment is intended for correcting the people. Of course, he has to experience the papa and then realize for the mistake. Once he realizes, then he becomes pure. That is how even in the human society, we think, then what to talk about the Lord? How can Bhagavan throw a person to Naraka and, and he is doomed forever? How can Bhagavan say so? So therefore, Dushtadanan Ardayati, Narakam Gamayati, therefore by which the person is purified or rectified of his rectified of his dushta guna, or purified of his papam. That is one way of Janardana, interpreting the word Janardana. Another word is Abhyudaya Nishreyasa. Abhyudaya means Dharmartha Kama, material prosperity. Nishreyasa Moksha. So this is a Dharmartha Kama Moksha Purushartha. So Purushartha Prayojanam Sarvegi Janehi Yachyate itiva. From whom all these Purushartha are asked or sought after. That person is Janardana. Therefore Ishvara. Therefore it is Ishvara. It's a nice way of interpreting the word Janardana. Bhashyakara says, there are many places like that. He says we have to note it down. Anyway, this is a good interpretation. I myself have said some other interpretation before. This is a good one. Abhyudaya Nishayasa Purushartha Prayojanam. Prayojanam Sarvehi Yachyate. Sarvehi Janehi. Ataha Janardana iti Uchyate. So Janardana. And here also Arjuna is asking. That is, now you can see Acharya how he interprets also. At the right place is using the word, when the interpretation is given. Janardana in other context maybe Jana Nardayati, Marayati, so you can say. But here Arjuna is asking for Purushartha. So Sarvegi Janaki Achyate, Maya api Yachyate Tadeva. Therefore Janardana iti. Okay. Then having listened to the words of Arjuna, then Bhagavan now is going to speak, is going to present his glorious vibhuti one by one. So from here it starts. Let us read. Shri Bhagavan Vacha
श्रीभगवानुवाच
Antate Katayishyami Divya ह्यात्मविभूतयः
हन्तते
हन्तते
कथयिष्यामि
कथयिष्यामि
दिव्याध्यात्मविभूतयः
दिव्यात्मविभूतयः
प्राधान्यतः कुरु श्रेष्ठ नास्त्यन्तो विस्तरस्य मे
प्राधान्यतः
प्राधान्यतः
कुरु
कुरु
श्रेष्ठ
श्रेष्ठ नास्त्यन्तो
नास्त्यन्तरस्य
विस्तरस्य
मे
मे
So starting from here up to the end of this chapter 42nd shloka. So Bhagavan is going to present his vibhuti, glories. Atma Prashamsa. He's going to present his own glory. It means Bhagavan is going to trumpet his own glory. Because in fact he only can do. Who else can do? Nobody can understand the glories of Ishvara. How much ever the person may say, that will be limited. If Bhagavan himself says, that's why Arjuna also asked. So from here onwards up to 42, it means in more than 20 shlokas is going to present his glories. Ye Kuru Sreshta. Kuru Sreshta, Kurunam, Kauravanam, Kuru. Sreshta, Uttama. Pandavas and Kauravas, they are all Kuru Vamsha. Both are Kurus only. Among them is Sreshta Uttama iti. As we saw Purusha Uttama before also. Purusattama, Purusreshta. By different words, Bhagavan addresses Arjuna. Kurusreshta iti. Kurusreshta Kaurava Uttama. Kauravanam Uttamaha Sreshta. Kaurava Uttama. Anta. Anta is an expression. That is, Bhagavan was so happy to hear the words of Arjuna. He's interested, seeing his interest. Therefore, he says Anta. It's a particle. Anta. Anta. Te Katayishyami. Bhagavan is pleased. Therefore, Anta. Anta. So, expression of wonder and pleasure. With pleasure, Bhagavan says. Anta. With pleasure. Or in English, we say, well, that is well. Anta. Te Katayishyami. So Bhagavan is happy to hear this, therefore he says Hanta, and to you, Katayishyami, I will explain. Katayishyami, what? The glories. The glories which is Lokika and Alaukika. Divyaha Atma Vibhutayaha. There is no end to my glory, they are endless. There is no glory, therefore I will enumerate them in according to their importance. So, Pradhanyataha. Pradhanyataha, the main ones. Whose glory? Atmanaha, one's own glory. Swa Vibhutayaha. Why Pradhanyataha? Why main glories? Why not all? Pradhanyataha. Pradhanyataha is Pradhana. Pradhana is Mukhya ityartaha. Pradhanyataha. Pradhanyena. Pradhanyena Katayishyami. Why main glories? Because the he may Vibhutinam Vistarasya Antaha Nasti. Because there is no end to the glory of me. It is not possible to narrate all of them without leaving anything out. It's not possible. Even for Bhagavan itself, it's not possible. Na asheshena katayishyami. Katayishyami pradhana bhutaha vibhutayaha. Ya vibhutayaha pradhana bhutaha taha vibhutihi aham katayishyami. I tell you. But not all the glories, because it is not possible, because it doesn't have a end. Antaha na nasti. Therefore, Bhagavan will tell Arjuna the importance, pradhanyata, important among them. So, in fact, there is in the Shiva Magimna Stotra, it's a beautiful shloka on Lord Shiva by Pushpadanta. There he says, Asitagiri samam syad kajjalam sindhu patre Surataruvara Shakhat Lekhanam Patram Uruvi Likati Yadi Grihitva Sharada Sarvakalam Sadapi Tava Gunanam Ishaparam Nayati. It's a beautiful shloka. There he gives an example. There is, he says, suppose Saraswati, the Vagdevi, Pranodevi, Vagdevi, suppose she herself comes to tell your glory. Whose glory? Ishvara glory. Saraswati himself. Herself. Not any human being. Saraswati herself, suppose if she comes and talks about your glories, tell your glories, that is Ishvara glories, then she herself cannot exhaust your glories. Why? Because your glory is so vast. Even if she takes the whole earth as a writing pad, so this is this Lekana Patram is Surataruvara Shaka Lekana Patram Urvi. Urvi Patram is Urvi. The entire Jagat, the world is a writing pad. And Surataruvara Shaka Lekaram, that is a Lekaram. The pen is all the trees of all the lokas. That is a pen that she suppose if he uses as pen. And the ink is required. What is the ink? The ink is Ati Asit Asit Asita Giri Samam Syat Kajjalam. Sindhu Patre, the vessel. That is the ocean is a vessel. That is the ink vessel. So that is the ink, the pen is there, then Patram is there, the paper, the tree, that is Jagat. And the ink is Asita Giri Samam Syat Kajjalam. Kajjalam is ink. And that is Sindhu Patra. It is the Sindhu Patra, the ocean. Then also the Saraswati Devi cannot exhaust your glories. When Saraswati Devi herself tells so. So you can imagine how much glory must be the glory of the Lord. The beautiful shloka in the Padanta, he talks about the glory of the Lord Shiva. Saraswati Devi cannot exhaust the glories of Shiva. That is so. Here also, same. Therefore, Bhagavan himself is saying his glory. He himself cannot say. That is why Pradhanyataha. Ya Vibhutayaha Pradhana Bhuta Bhavanti Te Aham Katayishyami. Iti. Therefore, because nasti antaha vistarasya me. Vistarasya me nasti antaha nasti. Vibhutinam antaha avasanam samaptihi nasti न विद्यते अतः अशेषतः अतः न अशेषतः सर्वाः सर्वाः ताः विभूतयः वक्तुं शक्यन्ते. Therefore प्राधान्येन अहं वक्ष्यामि कथयिष्यामि ये कुरुश्रेष्ठ इति Bhagavan says. But then the next shloka it starts one by one now. First itself is praises the very person, the very listener, the very student Arjuna is going to present glory, and Arjuna itself is the first glory of the Lord. How, but he doesn't say Arjuna, he's by addressing Arjuna. In fact, he's going to say later, Pandavanam, Arjuna, it's going to say later. But he is addressing the Arjuna by this beautiful word. Let us read the shloka. Ahamatma Guda Shayastitaha.
अहमात्मा गुडाकेश
गुडाकेशगुडाशयस्थितः
सर्वभूताशयस्थितः
स्थितः
Ahamadischa Madhyam cha Bhutanamanta eva cha.
अहमादिश्च
अहमादिश्च
मध्यं च
मध्यं च
भूतानां
भूतानामन्त एव च
एव च
एव च
Hey Arjuna Shrunu, Mama Vibhutayaha. Hey Gudakesha, he addresses Arjuna. Gudakesha. In 18 different words, he addresses Arjuna. Bhagavan addresses. Similarly, Arjuna also addresses Bhagavan. Gudakesha. Gudakesha means the one who has mastered sleep. Gudaka means sleep. One who has mastered, for Isha, mastery. So Gudakanam Ishaha. Gudakeshaha. Jita Nidra ityartha. Jita Nidraha. Another compound. We can say Jitaha, Jita, Nidra, Yena, Saha, Jita Nidraha. Arjuna is Jita Nidra. Nidra means tamas. It's not just a sleep alone. Tamas. So tamas is won over by Rajas. Rajas is won over by Sattva. It's a progress. So tamas is not there at least. That's fine. So whether Sattva is not there or not, that is more predominantly, that is different. But tamas is not there. So for tamas, tamas is not there means tamas, no one can remain without tamas also. All the three should be there, but tamas is least or tamas is under his vasha, his mastery, his mastered. Tamas. It means he is alert. The person is alert all the time. Therefore, with regard to moksha is alert. There is no alasyam. Alasyam hi manushyanam sharirastamahan ripuhu. He has conquered all the ripu. What about this alasyam, the main ripu? He has conquered. That is Gudakesha. That is, they say Arjuna can sleep at will. So he can sleep only when he wills, possible. That interpretation also is there. And it means he can sleep and he can wake up as he wills. So that is something very a great feat. So therefore, point is Arjuna is not actuated by this tamoguna. Tamoguna and this is vasha. That is one meaning. Another meaning also possible. Guda means matted. Kesha is air. So Gudavat, Gana Keshaha, Yasya Saha, the one who has thick hair, matted hair. Maybe that could be also possible. Gana Keshaha itiva Bhashyakara in Bhasham he says. How can Arjuna have Gana Kesha? Because he has done tapasya to gain Pashupatastra from Lord Shiva, the jungle, the forest. So he did tapas for a long time. Therefore, he developed matted hair. Probably with the same hair, he has come to the battlefield also, not shaven. The Gana Keshaha possible. That is being also Bhashyakara, in fact, he gives. A Guda Kesha. Guda Kanam Ishaha. अथवा गुडाकेश, चित्तनिद्रा अथवा गणकेशः, both meaning. That is Sambodhana. Ahamaatma gudakeशः सर्वभूताशयस्थितः सर्व सर्वेषां भूतानां प्राणिनां आशयस्थितः, आशय is हृदि देशे स्थितः अवस्थितः. अहम अहम इस प्रत्यगात्मा, अहम आत्मा, क्षेत्रज्ञ, क्षेत्रज्ञ, क्षेत्रादि शरीर, क्षेत्रज्ञ, क्षेत्रज्ञात्मा. अहम ईश्वरः, अहम ईश्वरः भूतानां सर्वेषां भूतानां हृदये प्रत्यगात्मरूपेण क्षेत्रज्ञात्मना अहम मां सर्वदा अहम सर्वदा अहम सर्वदा अस्मि तत्तावत् चिन्तनीयम् इति. सो अहम आत्मा सर्वभूताशयस्थितः. अर्जुन आस्क्, केषु केषु च भावेषु चिन्त्योऽसि भगवन्मया? How can I meditate on you? On what aspect? Therefore, Bhagavan says, Aham Atma. My greatest glory is Aham Atma. Atma is I am. Aham Atma. So I am Atma. When Bhagavan says, I also say Aham Atma. So therefore, what is the difference between Aham Atma and when I say, when Jiva says Aham Atma and Bhagavan says, Atma is Atma. That is the first glory. Pratyekatma is the therefore my glory is your glory. By aham, when we say aham, it's referring to me only. That aham, when we say pratyekatma, then the aham, the pratyekatma in you is me. Then the nama rupa, what you are, just upad, it is mithya. So I am in you, that is me. That is in you. What is that is me alone. Aham Atma. Sarvabhuta Ashaya. Ashaya is Buddhi. Hridaya ityartah. Sarvabhutanam Ashaye Buddho Hridaye Stitaha Chaitanya Rupena. That's why Pratyekatma. So I am in the Buddhi, the Buddhi Guha, the Hridaya Guha of all the beings. I am in the form of Chaitanyam, dwells in the Buddhi of all the beings. Nigitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman Yove, the Nigitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman. So I am the Chaitanyam, which is obtained in the Hridaya Guha, Buddhi Guha. Seated Antaryami, being seated there. I operate. In the presence of me, everything functions. So therefore, Aham Ishvaraha, Sitaha, Putra, Hridaye, Bhuteshu Hridaye, Bhutanam Hridaye. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Etat, you have to meditate on me, Evam Chintaniyam. Iti. Then, Bhutanam, Aham Adishya Madhyam cha Bhutanam Antaha Evacha. Bhutanam, Sarvesham Bhutanam, Stavara Jangamanam Bhutanam. Eva is for Nischayena, Avadhana Nischayena. Adihi is beginning. Therefore, Janma ityartaha. Adihi is beginning. Bhutanam Adihi. Bhutanam Janma. And Madhyam in between. Sthitihi. So, Janma, Sthiti, Antaha is Maranam, Pralayaha, Samharaha ityartaha. So, Bhutanam Adihi. Bhutanam Madhyam. Sthitihi. Bhutanam Antaha. Pralayaha, Samharaha. Ahameva. Therefore, Bhutanam, Stavara Jangamanam, Janma Sthiti Pralayaha, Aham, they are not different from me, they are me alone. Na jatu mataha vitirishyate sarvabhutanam, Aham eva udbhavami, Aham eva tishtami, Aham eva pralinami. I alone create, I alone sustain in all of them. And I alone finally do the samhara also. Therefore, Janma, Sthiti, Pralayaha, Yada, Janma, Sthiti, Pralaya, the waves in the ocean. The ocean is the is the cause for Janma of the waves. The waves are born. Waves are born of the ocean. They remain in the ocean and finally emerge into the ocean. So like that, Tadva Bhutanam Adihi Janma Madhyam Satihi Antaha Eva Ahameva iti. Ahamatma Sarvabhuta Shayasitaha Bhutanam Adihi iti. It means I'm the cause. I'm both the material Upadana and Nimitta Karanam. I'm the one. I'm the cause of the creation of all the beings. I'm the one who sustains, and I'm the one finally resolves them unto me. So therefore, everything is me alone. Because of me alone, everything is. So in this way, you can meditate upon me. In this way, you can meditate. So, so therefore, I am the Chaitanyam residing in the Buddhi Guha. So you can meditate me in your own Buddhi Guha, Hridaya Guha, iti. Because Arjuna asked for the Keshu Keshu Bhaveshu, this is the Pratama Bhavaha, object of meditation. Therefore, in all the beings I am there. Therefore, you are not separate from, and you are not separate from me, therefore you are not separate from other beings also. Therefore, there is no plurality, it is me alone. Upadhi being Mithya. Therefore, what is there is only Atma, Pratyekatma. Ahamatma, Sarva Bhuta Ashaya Stitah means it is Antaryami. Antaryami. Therefore, you can meditate upon me as Antaryami. Then, the first thing is Advaita Tattvam, a non-difference between Jiva and Ishvara, and Jiva, the Veda also is dismissed and clarified. Therefore, you can meditate on me. That's Advaita Tattvam. That is the meaning of this shloka. Then, from the next shloka onwards, a specific alambana is given. Let us read. Shloka number 21. Adityanamagam Vishnur Jyotisham Raviramshuman
आदित्यानामहं
विष्णुः
विष्णुं
ज्योतिषां
ज्योतिषां
रविरंशुमान्
रविरंशुमान्
Marichirmarutamasmi Nakshatranamaham Shashi.
मरीचिर्मरुतामस्मि
मरीचिर्मरुतामस्मि
नक्षत्राणामहं
नक्षत्राणां
शशि
शशि
From this shloka onwards is easy. Nothing is to be elaborated because Bhagavan says among it is he says a group of things and then he says I am one among them. Yeah, pradhanena, that a particular thing through which there is more or powerful manifestation of Vishwa, that I am iti presence. And you can note here the Nirdharane, Nirdhana Shashti you will see. Nirdhanam. Having presented many and one among them. Nirdhana. That's called Nirdhanam. Nirdharane, Samasana Bhavati, Nirdhana Shashti. You have seen. Nirdhana Shashti, Nirdhana Saptami also. Nirdharane, Samasaha Bhavati. Now you can see Adityanam. Adityanam, Aditi Putranam. How many Putras are there for Aditi? 12, Dwadasha. Therefore, Dwadasha Surya, Aditya. That's why Dwadasha Nama is there for Surya. Even in Aditya Hridayam you will see. Dwadasha. Surya, Namavali, the 12 Namas, even Panchi, Maha, very well, as written, Shloka and Surya. Dwadasha Nama. Because Aditi Putranam, Dwadashanam, Suryanam. 12 sons are there for Aditi. So among them, Tesha Madhye, Aham Vishnuhu iti. Among them, I am the Vishnu. Vishnuhu from the Dhatu Vish Dhatu. Vish. Vyapaka. Vyapakaha Rashmihi. Vyapakaha Rashmihi. So Vishnu Nama Suryaha Aham iti. So I am the Surya with the name Vishnuhu. Vishnuhu is one of the names of the Aditya. Among the Adityas, Adityanam, Dvadashanam Vishnu, Dvadashanam, Adityaha Agam Vishnu iti Nama. Aditya is a Tadita word. Aditehe Putraha, Adityaha. So one of them is Adityanam Shashti, Nirdharana Shashti. So one of them is Vishnu. So Vishnu is famous. So therefore, Vishnu has, it's not only Vishnu is the Lord, Vishnu is famous, well known. Therefore, here Vishnu is not the Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma. It's not the Sthitikarta. Here it is referring to the name, one of the Aditya Devata. So Adityaha. Okay, then Jyotisham Raviram Shuman. Jyotisham Raviram Shuman. Jyotisham is the luminous, the luminous bodies. That which is in the sky, which is luminous. That is among them. Aham Ravihi. Amshuman Ravihi. Amshuman Matu Pratyaya. Amshu is the race. That which has race is Amshuman, and that is Ravihi, Suryaha, and that is Jyotisham, Nirdhana Shashti. Among the Jyotihi, luminous bodies, I am Ravihi. Here it is Surya. Aditya is not Surya there. Here it is Surya. Ravihi is Surya. Suryaha, Amshuman. Amshuman Suryaha Agam iti. Then Marutam. Marichir Marutam Asmi. Marichihi. Marichihi. Marutam Marichihi Agam Asmi. In the Shastra, there are many devatas are mentioned. One is Marut Devata. Marut. Marut is Vayuhu. And there are Marut, in fact, Marut itself referring to a set of devatas. So one set of devatas obtained in the world, Vayu, etc. And another one is heaven. So among the Marut, I am the Marichi. So Marichi is she. Therefore, there is another Megaha, Mari, Tam Chalayati iti Marichihi, the Vyutpati. The Megaha, that's called Mari, that is driven by whom? That is driven by the Vayu. Therefore, Vayu is called Marichi. Marichihi. Adikya, Etutaya, Aham Marichihi. Adikya, again, the Vashyami says, Adikya, Etutaya Aham. Marut Devata, Marutam Vedanam Asti. There are many Marut Devatas, and among the Marut Devatas, I am the Marichi, because why is it particular equal Marichi? Adikya Etutaya. Adikya Etutaya Aham Marichihi. Adikya Etutaya Aham Marichihi. Among the Marut Devatas, I am the Marichi because there is a Adikyam, there is a prominence. Etutaya. More prominent is Marichi. Therefore, Aham Marichihi. All the Marut Devatas are Ishvara only. But Marichi, which is a particular Devata, which is prominent, Adikya Etuta Asti. Therefore, Adikya Etuta for moving the Mega, it has the more Adikyam other than other Devatas. Therefore, called Marichihi. It's a Vyutpatti. Marichihi, the word Marichihi, how it is derived. Chi, Mari is one word, Chi. Chi stands for the Dhatu Chalayati. How it comes, you cannot, maybe Unari Sutra possible. So Megaha is Mari. Mari stands for Mega. The one who makes the Mega move. Mega cannot move by itself. So it is pushed, driven by the Marut. Therefore, it's called Marichihi. So That is Adikya Hetutvam. Adikya Hetutvam asti asya Marut Devatayaha Ataha Marichihi iti. So therefore, I am the one among the Marut Devatas, Marichihi iti Nama, the Nakshatranam Aham Shashi. Ashwini, Varani, Ityadi, the Sanyanam, this Nakshatranam, Gananam, Aham Shashi. Shashi is Chandraha. Shashaha Asya Asti iti Shashi. Shashin. So I am the one. Because Chandra is more prominent. There are so many nakshatras, but among all the nakshatras, which one is more prominent, which is visible in the sky? Moon. So nakshatra here it is not constellation. It's not moon is not star. But here nakshatranam is that nakshatram is luminous bodies. That is how we have to take. Because moon is not a nakshatra. It is not counted one among the stars. So nakshatra is not the star here. So then then why nakshatra is there? Nakshate gacchati. Nakshate gacchati yajamanaha etaditi nakshatram. So there is a dhatu, naksh gatau iti. Means the place one goes to. It's called nakshatra. So therefore Chandraloka is a place. Therefore one goes to different lokas. Different lokas are the lokas, they go. Yajamanaha, those who perform the ritual, they go. Therefore that is called a nakshatra. Therefore nakshatra doesn't mean the luminous, the constellation, the stars. It means the place the Yajamana goes because of this ritual, whatever the ritual he performs. That is called nakshatra. Nakshate gacchati Yajamanaha. That is called nakshatra. So in that meaning, if you take, then Shashi, that is Chandra, Chandraloka. You have seen two types, two gati, Shukla gati, Krishna gati. So that loka, Chandra loka. So we can take Chandra loka. It is better interpretation. Therefore, Gacchati Chandra lokam, Yajamanaha. Therefore, that loka is Aham Shashi iti. So Chandra loka is different from Chandra. So therefore, we have to take like that. Shashi means Shashi stands for loka, and Nakshatra stands for the place where the Yajamana, the performer of the ritual, goes. Therefore, we can take, or simply Nakshatra Bhakam Shashi means Chandra also considered as one of the luminous body like Nakshatra. Among all the Nakshatra, I am the moon. That also possible. That also we can take. But we know moon is not a star. If that question is asked, then we give another interpretation. Another interpretation is Nakshatra is a place where the Jiva goes after Varanam, depending on the karma, the pala, and the person has performed certain ritual. Because of that, the person go to a loka called Chandraloka. Every loka is called nakshatra because that is gained by the Yajamana by performing the yajna, the ritual. So Chandraloka is one of them. So Bhagavan says, I am that Chandraloka. That meaning also possible. We can take different interpretations are possible. Either we can take nakshatra to be nakshatra. Among them, I am the Shashi. Or among the different lokas which the Yajamana goes, I am the Shashi, the Chandra loka. Shashi, therefore, Shashi stands here. But loka, that also we can take. But anyway, the Bhashyakara doesn't explain Nakshatrana Nagam Shashi Chandramaha. Just simple. He says Chandramaha iti. Okay, then. So therefore, four things are mentioned. Adityanam Aham Vishnuhu, Jyotisham Ravihi, Amshuman Ravihi Aham, Marutam Marichihi Aham Asmi, Nakshatranam Aham Shashi. We cannot compound this because it's a Nirdharane Shashti. Adityanam Aham Vishnuhu. So Adityanam is there. Among that is from a group, if something is distinguished, you are seen in the samasa. There will be a group, there will be distinguisher, and what is distinguished. Three things will be there. Adityana, then Vishnu. Aditya Vishnu, we cannot make it. And Aham is there. Adityana, Aham, Vishnu, Samasa, Nadadhara Shashti. Therefore, a good example, in fact, in Samasa, I refer to this chapter. All the shlokas you will see. Nirdharane Shashti. Nirdharana, this is a good example. As for Shashti Vibhakti also, this is Nirdharana Shashti. Shashti here, we have Karmani Shashti, Kartari Shashti, even though Shashti is not Karaka. Sambandha Shashti is well known. But this is another Shashti, Nirdharana Shashti. All the shlokas you will see Nirdharana Shashti only. Okay, next shloka, let us read. Vedanam samavedosmi devanamasmi vasavaha.
Vedanam samavedosmi devanamsmi vasavah.
Indriyanamanas-chasmi bhutanamasmi chetana.
Indriyanam manaschasmi bhutanamsmi chetana.
So Vedanam, Rig Vedadinam, Rig Yajur, Yajus, Sama Tarva, Vedeshu, Aham Samavedaha. Samaveda is Ganatmakaha Vedaha, Giyamanaha, Vedaha, Samavedaha. That is the basis for interpretive music. So Samavedaha Aham Asmi, it's a very famous quote. So Vedanam Samavedaha iti, a quote. So Vedanam, all the Vedas are Ishvara only. Among them, this is Samaveda is something special because it is Ganatmaka Rupa Vedaha. Therefore, Aham Asmi iti. It doesn't mean Rigveda is not Lord. That's not Ishvara. It's not Bhagavan. Every Veda, all the Vedas. Vedana Madhye, among the Vedas, I am Samaveda. Because the mantras are sung and in a musical form, it is more of singing than recitation. Therefore, among the Vedas, all the Vedas are recited, but Samaveda is sung. So, in other Vedas, Udata, Anudata, Swarita iti, Trayah Swaraha. That is, in Samaveda, all the seven swaras are there. Shadja, called Shadja. So, Samaveda. So, Sama. And Samaveda is done, it's chanted to propitiate Devatas and therefore receiving their blessings. Samaveda. So, therefore Samaveda. Then Devanam, among all the Devas, Devanam, Vasavaha Aham Asmi Vasavaha Aham Bhavami Vasavaha. Vasaha, the word you can see, from the Vasu, Vasu, Vasava. Vasoho Apatyam Puman. Vasava, Tadita word. Vasoho Apatyam Puman means I am the son of the Vasu. Means what? Devadipatihi Indraha ityartaha. Devanam. Among all the Devas, there are many Devas are there. Among them, Indra. I am Indra because Indra is the Lord of Devas, the most prominent, exalted among them. So I am the Indra. That's why you will see here the name of Indra in many places in Purana, etc. Because he is a most exalted, prominent person. Devanam. Vasavaha Asmi. He is a king, the Lord of the Devas. Therefore, Vasavaha Aham Asmi. Indriyanam. All the Indriyas are me, but the Indriyas themselves cannot function unless, the Indriyas cannot function by themselves. It has to be backed up by the mind. In the presence of the mind should be there. Minus mind, the Indriyas cannot function. Therefore, Indriyas depend on mind for the function. Therefore, Indriya is a basis. The mind is a basis. If mind is not there, Shotrendra will be there, but Shotram cannot happen. Chakshundriya will be there, but Darshanam cannot happen. Therefore, Indriyanam, among the Indriyas, and the mind. This is with regard to Karmendriya, Jnanendriya, all the Indriya. So, Shotradinam Indriyanam, Aham Bhagyanta Karananam Madhya, Aham Manaha Asmi iti. Manaha means Manaha Chittam. Manaha Buddhi Chittam Ahankara all are included. Manaha Chittam Aham Asmi iti. Manaha Asmi. Bhutanam asmi. Finally, Bhutanam asmi Chetana. Bhutanam, among the Bhutas, the beings, I am the Chetana. I am the Buddhi. I am the intelligence, the faculty, intelligence faculty, and the faculty of cognition. Chetana is intelligence. The intelligence, the capacity to understand, to inquire, to analyze, the Buddhi. That alone distinguishes a human being from other beings. Aghara nidra bhayamaitunancha samanyamait pashubhi narana buddhihi tesha madiko visheshaha vidya vihinaha pashubhi samanaha. The famous saying. Therefore, sarvesham praninam degeshu chetana chait is buddhihi. All the chetana, all the pranis have got chetana. But there is the minus, all the beings have chetana, but their chetana, their intelligence is inhibited by the upadhi. But chetana is there. Every being has got chetana. Human beings have got, in human beings, that upadhi is such, therefore there is no inhibition, there is complete manifestation of that chetana, the intelligence. But intelligence is there, even a crow is intelligent. Crow has intelligence. So that minus that, it is not, it is just, the crow cannot be a crow. It has as much intelligence as it requires. Similarly, a cow is also intelligent, as intelligence as much as it requires. And human being, and in particular human beings, it manifests more. That is why human beings are distinguished from other beings. Buddhiriki tesham adigo visheshaha manushyanam. Therefore, Chetana is not only for Manushya, here it is for all the beings. Chetana. Chetana, therefore, Chetana, Praninam, Bhutanam, Degeshu, Vartamana, Chetana, Ahamasmi. Jnana Shakti. Chetana, Chaitanyam, Jnana Shakti. Whatever be the Jnana Shakti, in whatever way it manifests, whether it is inhibitor or uninhibitor. But the being is because of the Chetana. Whatever Chetana, Bhagavan has given them. Bhagavan has the scope which Bhagavan has given. Not all the Bhutas have got the same scope, or same degree of the manifestation of their intelligence. Intelligence vary depending on the upadhi. Upadhi, Vedataha, this buddhi Vedaha, the buddhi, the functioning of the buddhi. Upadhi Vedataha buddhi bhavati, Bhutanam. That buddhi, that chetana, the chaitanya, that shakti, that is ahamasmi. Therefore, Bhutanam chetana ahamasmi. With this, we'll stop. We'll continue on the next class. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadaihi Jayanti Yam Samagaha Jhanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidusvara Suraganaha Devahya Tasmai Namaha. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadah.
धन्यवादः गुरुजी
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवादः शरणजी